Hello and welcome back. It's been a little while, but today I'm going to be bringing you something pretty cool. The new KRG Bravo chassis. It's a stock, it's a chassis, it's right in the middle, it's a good hunting option, it's a great range option, it's good with accuracy, it's rigid, it's not super heavy, it ticks a lot of boxes. So let's just go into it. This is the box you're going to get, and I've only really taken it out quickly for photos. It comes all wrapped up as usual. Inside the box you get a short Picatinny rail, that's for the front if you wanted to take out the swivel stud and put this in for a Picatinny mounted bipod on the front. We have some bolts for the M-lock and a takedown screw, and we have a flush cup that you can move around the stock to wherever you want. So that's the small bits out of the way. We have an extended butt pad spacers and the extra long screws needed to put them in. So that's handy because it does come kind of universally short like most stocks, but you can extend it about another, if I had to take a guess, about 1.25 inches, maybe even 1.5 inches. So that's nice. You have your nice your Bravo chassis instructions here, and a nice nice plasticized sticker so you can put it on the outside of your Jeep. And that's all the boring stuff. Let's take a look at the big guy. So first off, it's not heavy. If you're used to European stocks, the GRS Berserk is 0.01 pounds heavier. While the Berserk is a really lovely stock and a great hunting stock, there is a bit of flex in it if you're putting any kind of pressure on the bipod. This, having a full length bedded backbone, is zero flex. That's the big difference between this and the Berserk. The Berserk has the nylon that I think was 80% fiberglass for the V bedding block. This is a full length aluminium block. So you're not going to get any flex out of that. That's rock solid. And in fact, I think that all of the KRG X-Rays in the future will be converting to this particular bedding block. Just because it's nice and universal and it accepts all of the different accessories. So let's go front to back. At the front, the whole thing is rounded out. It's a little more round in here for the action, so it fits nice and tight. You have some of the anchor points for the different accessories if you want. Left and right front you have M-locks. If you wanted to put side-mounted rails or mount a bridge for night vision or whatever you really want to do there. Underneath the front we have installed one swivel sling stud for your standard Harris. It's tapered off at the side so the Harris fits on there really nice. That's one thing that I wish they had on the X-Ray. The X-Ray has a flat front, kind of like this, all up and flat, and you really got to torque down your Harris bipods on that to stop them from accidentally swiveling out of position. This is a much more tapered front end to suit that and stop that problem. Coming back, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more M-lock slots if you wanted to run something farther back, either a barricade stop, KRG's own barricade stop, or anything you want there. You have the nice mag wheel for AICS. The mag release, it's external only, it's not a big deal. The trigger guard itself is the plastic polymer. And what else do we have here? The skins end about there. Coming back, one takedown screw up here behind the trigger. Up to the pistol grip. The pistol grip itself has a locking screw here. You can take it out, you can store stuff up there if you want. We have the butt hook cover, which is installed at the moment. One screw takes it out. And we have a spot back here to mount a rear Picatinny rail if you wanted to mount something on there. If you later on if they design a full bag rider sled for it, or if you wanted to run one of the AccuShot monopods on the back, you could mount a Picatinny on the back here and get that sorted out. Back to the very end, you have a nice big squishy butt pad, which is good for the sissies like me who don't like being kicked by their Win Mags. And as I said, this can extend out to about the width, with the spacers that come with it, about the width again off the recoil pad. So you're looking at another 1.5 inches out for full length of pull. Then up here you have the two anchor points I was talking about for the flush cup, so you can run left or right. And There's no flush cup at the front, but because you have M-locks, you can mount a flush cup just about anywhere you want on the front, which is really nice. Then we have the infinitely adjustable cheek riser, which is nice. It is a polymer, and it's not slotted, so you can get it up and down to where you want. A good idea is to run O-rings underneath here, so that when you do get it to where your normal cheek is, you can just sit on the O-rings from that point out and don't go down past that. Save you fiddling up and down every time you want to change it. It is light, as I said. I think it's 2.01 or 2.09 pounds, so it is quite light, and yeah, it is solid. I like the pistol grip. It naturally lends itself to you resting your thumb, which is the way I'm really preferring to shoot lately. Either floating your thumb to the side, but I think on this one, yeah, it's very natural to leave your thumb up on the back, just behind the tang off the action. That's pretty much the overview of the outside of it. Now, I haven't got to shoot it yet. These are just out of the box, as you've seen. But I just want to do a quick comparison here between this and the X-Ray, because I haven't seen it myself, side by side. So here we have the KRG X-Ray, the middle in the line, and I'm just looking at the inlets are almost identical. The inlet on this X-Ray, I think this is the new gen X-Ray, has a flat bottom, and you're sitting up on the sides. You can see the mark on the paint there, where this is all rounded. You're going to get more contact in this straight away. It's very nice for the round Remington actions. Going up front-wise, all the skin points actually meet up, so the skins could be interchangeable. I'm not 100% sure about that. The recoil lug in the Bravo is bigger. You see the width of this and the width of this, and it also is a bit deeper, which is nice. Yeah, so they seem to have thought of a good lot on this. They didn't leave a lot of stuff out. They seem to listen very well to their customers. I think if I had to label it for one thing, I think it would be a great crossover rifle. It's light enough to bring out in the range. It's a little bit lighter than the X-Ray. A little bit. This would be a great range and hunting rifle. It's got the rigidity in the front with the full length spine and the bedding block. It's got a standard stock, not a skeletonized one. And I know some people don't like chassis. Some people don't like stocks. This is right in between. It's got the adjustability and the modularity of a chassis, but it still could be written down as a stock. It's got a lot of stuff in there, and I think it's a niche that needs to be filled. If you're looking at other options, there's this guy. There's the is it GSR? GRS Berserk, which is very similar to it, but there's no metal. It's all fiberglass and plastic or polymer. And you have the Magpul 700 Hunter. Now, I don't have a Hunter here at the moment. I believe the Hunter is coming in at a cheaper price point. I know in Ireland, this particular one is retailing at about, I think it's $480, $490, and the Tikka one is $520, $530. The Magpul is coming in under that. Now, the Magpul, instead of using a full length block, they're using a mini chassis, which is inside in the polymer, coming down to I think about here, where this one does end here. It does mean that the Magpul does have a kind of a polymer only supported front end at a certain point when it runs out of the mini chassis, and that can cause flex. But then again, it's a 700 Hunter. It's not designed the same as this. It's more designed for rucking and getting out and hunting and being durable, where this is crossing over a little bit more into, well, the PRS market, the target shooters market, and that kind of stuff, because it is light and it does have the brilliant full rigid front end. And I think in the future that you will be able to buy rear ends for this to replace the polymer buttstock. as well as replace the entire front end with a caged version if you do like caged in barrels, which I'm a big fan of. I like a full cage on the barrel at the front. But that's something else I have to get in and take a look at. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this little guy. I'll just drop it into this guy here. Yeah. A fraction lighter. Just a tiny bit. The barrel channel itself will take just about anything. It's pretty much full width. It's just under full width of action. So you could run a nice oversized in there and not have any trouble with it whatsoever. But yeah, so in the next video, hopefully as soon as this this current storm, which was directly after 3 other storms, ends, I'm going to get out and I'm going to load up the 223 in this and have a quick go. Just check out the ergonomics, see how well it goes. I've never had any trouble with a KRG chassis, so I have no doubt that it'll feed perfect and everything will go great. It's just because I'm so used to using straight type pistol grips. Everything I have runs a pretty straight grip, from the Accuracy Internationals to now this. Even the Bell & Carlton I have is very straight down. I don't have swept back pistol grips, and that's what I really like about this. The GRS, while it's straight, is too big for me. This one, I think, is just where my hand needs to be, and it's not too big because with small hands I've trouble getting back to that trigger nice and square. But this seems like it'll do well even without using the extended trigger on the Timney Tactical, the adjustable trigger blade. I think this with a standard Remington will be almost perfectly square at my finger. So yeah, I'm glad these are on the market, and I'm glad to see them in Ireland because they are a great chassis. And I know there's a lot of people out there shooting Tikkas, Tikka T3s, that are very excited about getting them. Now, they are bringing out the Remington long action version. They haven't hit our shelves yet. As well as I said, the full cage version and the optional interchangeable rear for them if you wanted to get rid of the polymer back and mount the new rears from KRG. You can do that as well. So thanks guys for watching, and hopefully I'll get out during the week to get some field video on this. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.